And we are also putting in place a lot of BPOs, like the UP Tech Hub and various tech hubs all over the country. On the retail side, we know about what we're doing in Makati. We will be having what we call as the lifestyle malls of Glorieta and Greenbelt. But over and above that, we are now getting what we're now calling as the value malls. Things like market, things that are going to be a lot more affordable for a greater number of people, particularly in provincial locations. And we'll be having a lot more of this, down to the point of even coming around with what we call a fiesta market. A fiesta market is like a modern public market. We'd like to get down to the point where we can pair this off with a better villa or the low-end type of residential housing. So that on their own, they would similarly be able to come up with what we consider to be a fully integrated type of community. We're also entering the tourism space. We have just announced that we're going to be having the hotel business, and the hotel business would have both the international variety, including a new Holiday Inn in Makati in the Glorieta. We're also going to be having a locally branded hotel that we're going to be calling Cocoon, which will be located in each and every major city in the country. You know that right now, outside of Manila and Cebu, you are taking an adventure every time you'll be going to a hotel outside. We'd like to have a Cocoon hotel in each of the major cities. And in order to be able to satisfy the tourism market, we're also going to be having a lot of what we call as tourist-oriented island resorts. So we just acquired the El Nido resort chain, dati ang Nido, Andalusia, Pulit Island, so that we could participate in the tourism sector, tourism development in this country. And we'll be having a lot more of this going into the future. So in all of these things that we're doing in Ayala, I think what we're always aspiring to do is to make sure that we're going to be able to come up with sustainability as a basic byword in everything we're doing. Sustainability means, like when you go to Greenbelt Park, Ayala Triangle Garden, High Street, Blue Valley, a lot of green areas that are perfectly integrated into the development, so that we would really be able to serve the environmental needs of the population as well. I think you're also seeing that whenever we're putting up any development, and this year we're saying we're going to be investing and launching something like 90 billion pesos worth of projects. That means a lot of economic activity. That means every time you put up a mall, a residential tower, thousands of Filipino construction workers will be employed. And this is a major contribution to the country's economic development. When you start to talk about 90 billion pesos of new project launches, you're talking about 1% of the GDP of this country. That is what we need to have for most companies precisely be able to do a lot of these two types of investment so that we can precisely be able to spur the country's development even further. And of course, it is great if we do this economic development, we make a lot of money, address sustainability, but most important, improve the quality of life for people. By making affordable housing available to OFWs, public sector employees, making it affordable, I think we're truly making the life of people a lot better than what it was before. Not just in Ayala, but even at the Manila water side. So I would just like to summarize my brief talk tonight and hopefully get engaged in a very nice discussion with each of you to be able to probably pose those issues that I think there are a lot of learnings and public-private partnerships work. They work to the advantage of the poor. But sometimes it's always indicated that it's only the business sector that manages to get something going. But I think we've demonstrated how it can also work to the advantage of the poor, particularly in the quality of their lives. I think we've also seen how, maybe from our standpoint, what we know in the East is even better than what the Western technologies or Western ideas very often set us. I think we've also seen that even public sector employees, if you set high goals, very clear, measurable, they will be able to get it for you. And putting a lot of trust, organizational transformation, by way of encouragement, a lot of decentralization, empowerment, and accountability. Those are very clear ways by which we can get the results to happen. In the case of Ayala Land, we've also seen that we have also gone out of our comfort zone. We've gone out of Makati. We have gone out of just maybe the high-end product that we were also used to. We're now going all products, addressing the base of the pyramid, we might call it, all over the country. Still to be continue to be able to make sure that sustainability is a key byword of everything we're doing. And we feel that by doing so, I think we are all going to contribute to the further development of the country and the improvement and the quality of lives of the people we're serving. So those were really just a few of the ideas that I had wanted to share with you, and I'll be very happy to answer any questions that we may have before. Thanks so much.